Good evening, YouTube and rock fans around the world. Welcome back to another edition of Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. I am your host, as always, Paisano. Tonight, this is my second review of this band's material. I reviewed their album Sabotage some time ago, earlier in the channel. Go back and check that one out. But this is my favorite Black Sabbath album. Their third studio album, Master of Reality. Wow. Where do I begin? My goodness. For such a short album to be as productive, influential, groundbreaking, ahead of its time. I mean, where do I stop? I mean, this album came out of nowhere and is just fantastic. This was a big step up from their first two albums. Toilet flushing upstairs, delightful. A little bit of a departure, significantly darker than their first two albums, the self-titled Black Sabbath and the follow-up Paranoid, both from 1970. This came out in 1971. And, they tuned the guitars down, and they cranked out possibly the first example of doom metal. Tuned down, slow, but the lyrics are just fantastic. The music is fantastic. The band really came together. And like I said, it's my favorite Black Sabbath album. I just can't say enough about it, really. It's just very... there isn't really a long song on it. And it just comes across as just leave you speechless the first time you hear it. It's just incredible. And this is a 2016 reissue, which is really interesting because it has a second album of outtakes and some of the popular songs from the album with different lyrics. And thank God they changed them because the alternate lyrics on a couple of these songs were definitely not up to snuff and completely different from what they became. The finished product in both cases was the right choice. Let's go over the track listing from the original release. You get Sweet Leaf, the Ode to Marijuana and the like. It starts with a cough, leading into the song. After Forever, the very short Embryo, which is an instrumental, and that leads right into Children of the Grave. Stone Cold Black Sabbath classic. Side 2, Orchid, another short instrumental. Lord of This World. Solitude, which for years I thought it was Geezer Butler or Bill Ward singing this. I didn't know that was Ozzy. And the more I listen to it, it is Ozzy, but it's really like you've never heard him. And finishes with Into the Void. Now, that's probably my favorite Black Sabbath song. I mean, really. It doesn't get much heavier than that. Like Fairies Wear Boots from Paranoid. That was one of the greatest album closes in history. This one is right up there too. What a way to close out. And the second album starts off with Weevil Woman 71. It probably didn't have a title back when they did it. It's a studio outtake from these sessions. And it's a very interesting song, not overly produced, definitely not meant to see the light of day on a an official album, but a very interesting track. Sweet Leaf. This was not Sweet Leaf at this stage. It had alternate lyrics. It was a studio outtake. After Forever is a studio outtake, instrumental. Children of the Grave, studio outtake featuring alternate lyrics. Now that definitely was not even alluding to the final topic that it became about the atomic bomb and such. And you also have, on side 4, you have Children of the Grave. You just have as an instrumental with no lyrics. Orchid. Lord of this World. Studio outtake featuring piano and slide guitar. Very interesting. Solitude. It's a studio outtake with an alternate guitar tuning. And an early version of Into the Void before the lyrics were finalized. And it's a little bit faster, not quite as heavy, definitely still in production, but very interesting, very interesting addition for this reissue. This was produced by Roger Bain back in the day. And let's take a look. The back cover is the lyrics to the original album. Like I said, so much was achieved in such a short time with this. Not a long album at all. And just what they did with their time is just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. What a band. What a band to come up with a classic like this so early in their career. And shot of the band as they were in 1971. Ozzy Osbourne on lead vocals, Tony Iommi lead guitar, Geezer Butler on bass, and Bill Ward on drums. The ultimate Black Sabbath lineup. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you're enjoying our content, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it very much. And tune in next week and see what I dig out of the crates. Thank you, and good night, YouTube.